Mike McCarthy coaching, Matthew Stafford watching. Packers' first possession. Aaron Rodgers looking for Donald Driver. 29-yard touchdown. Green Bay up 7-0.
That's a pretty thrown
and you think that's game over.
Yeah.
Right there, it's over. Have a nice day. Aaron Rodgers doing what he does. Started this game 8 for 9, 3 touchdowns.
Well, they let the Detroit Lions back in the game.
A job at best been pretty good this season, but that's a touchdown pass to Calvin Johnson, 23 yards.
Calvin Johnson, big day as well. 2 touchdown catches.
Game tied at 7, but here's job at best, putting it on the ground.
Can't do that. Can't do that, especially against an offense that's as powerful as the Green Bay Packers.
And that was the second turnover of the half for Detroit. 4 plays later. That ball could have been thrown to one spot.
Watch
that's
this.
where it ended up.
Watch this. And could only be thrown by maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 quarterbacks in the league. Wow. That's beautiful.
Nice catch.
How good is the kid, Jermichael Finley?
Love him.
Leading tight end in the National Football League for receiving yards. Packers' next possession.
Free play. Aaron Rodgers drops back. Don't give Aaron Rodgers free because you know he's going down the field. Chances are to Donald Driver.
Penalty was declined.
Described.
Detroit still had 9 penalties in the first half.
Or you were just guessing? Just
watch the game.
Rodgers to Greg Jennings, another Green Bay touchdown.
And at this point again, 8 for 9, buck 31. But things change.
That would change. Shaun Hill coming right back to Calvin Johnson. Goes up and gets it. 21-yard touchdown in Detroit, apparently not going anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know how you defend that any better. Charles Woodson's underneath. Charles Johnson.
Yeah, you jump up and
yeah, I mean you got him bracketed. That's just
and that's the throw that Brett Favre makes.
That's right.
Just so you know, that's the throw that Brett Favre makes.
The Favre shoulder throw.
Absolutely. No, the Favre shoulder double coverage throw.
Now we've seen this before. Charles Woodson with the pick, and he would eventually get 6, and actually leaped the final 6 yards into the end zone.
Wow.
Can't believe it's a game at this point.
No, you can't. I mean, this game was over fast.
Calvin Johnson almost able to deflect that pass.
That play was reviewed, but it counts his 10th career interception return for a touchdown.
I only had 9 as a receiver, for crying out loud.
Things looking not so good for Green Bay. Jordy Nelson puts it on the ground. That led to a Detroit field goal, and the Lions down only 28-26. Next Green Bay possession, Rodgers looking for Greg Jennings. Picked off by Alphonso Smith.
Here's the difference with this year's Detroit Lions. You can't let them hang around because they are much more competitive. A year ago, 2 years ago, you could play this way if you're Green Bay and still win by a couple of scores.
And Aaron's right to be mad. I mean, that's a play, that's a good throw. Receiver's got to make sure either he gets the ball or he comes down with it, or the ball hits the ground.
That's a good throw. Hill to Brandon Pettigrew, 19-yard gain. Matthew Stafford likes what he sees.
He's got some playmakers. Pettigrew, Johnson, Scheffler, Best.
This is looking for Johnson, but broken up by Charles Woodson.
And he's not going to get that call either.
No. Lions fall 28-26. Aaron Rodgers started out really fast, kind of cooled off a bit, but his team now 3-1.